Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I review different action figures. Today I'll be reviewing Mattel's Dr. Ian Malcolm and Velociraptor from the Amber collection. So let's get straight into the video. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start with the accessories because I do not have the boxes for these guys. And I'd also like to mention that these are separate leases. They did not come in together. I just thought I'd review them together because they're from the same movie. And so to start, you have the stands, which are both in this sort of kind of amber looking rocky piece to it with the orange yellowish translucent color on there. And then you have a small Jurassic Park logo and then a hole for this plastic clear piece, which just pegs in like that. And it twists side to side, goes back and forth, and then this one goes back and forth also. And so instead of having one with like pegs in the feet, it goes just kind of right there to help him stand up. So there's that stand. And then for Ian Malcolm's, you've got pretty much the same thing, except it has two pegs on there for the feet, and it's just got the same Jurassic Park logo on there. And then I took his hands off him just so I could show you all of them. So he comes with two of these sort of relaxed hands right here. One comes with a ring on it, right there. And one's the other hand right there. Focus right there. Can see that one. And then you also have a one to hold the flare, which I'll show you in just a second. Got the ring on it too. And then you also have one to hold the cup of water, which I'll just show in a second too. And so here's the flare piece. It's just got kind of a basic red paint on there for the stick part. And then it's got kind of a translucent-y looking pink red cloud right there, or smoke. So that looks really cool. And so if you just take the hand right here, it just slides in really nicely. I do like that. And then you have the cup, which is a translucent sort of thing, as it should be. It's got the water in there. And you can even kind of see the ripples in there, which I do like that nice added detail for when the T-Rex starts walking towards them. And then you just stick this in the hand like this, really simple, and it looks really good. And so since he has interchangeable hands, you can just put different ones in. So just like this. It's kind of hard to get them in. They're a little tight. Let's see. Right there. There we go. Got that one in. And then you've got the cup holding one, which can also go in, which you just stick in like this. As you can see, they're a little bit harder, but you can get them in. So there you go. And you can just put his little water piece or water cup back in there. And there you have all of the accessories for these guys. Okay, so now we'll take a look at the figures up close more. And so we'll take a look at the Velociraptor first. And so up at the head, you can see he's got a nice green eye in there, kind of emerald green in there. Really like that. It really stands out the figure and looks really cool. And then you've got like a dark brown on top. It's pretty much throughout the whole figure like that. And then it goes on stripes for the tail right there. And then you've kind of got lighter browns here, lighter brown for the bottom of the jaw and bottom of the body, really. The insides looks really good. And on the inside of the mouth, you can see he's got nice clean teeth on there. And then you got the nice red and sort of pinks in there for the mouth. Looks really good. I like that they didn't just paint like a black hole in the back of the mouth. I think that looks better. And then you've kind of got like the webbed part of the mouth right there, I guess you'd call it. And I do like that it looks like really angry when you have it open. Then when you have it closed, it just looks more passive. I really like that, and I think it's a cool thing. And then all over the figure, you can see he's got kind of bumps and scales and wrinkles. Looks really good. He's got a lot of wrinkles on his tail here. You can see kind of the musculature on the legs right there. I really like that. And then for like the feet, you can see more of the scales. Same with the hands right there. And then the claws are all just painted in a black paint. Looks really nice. And so yeah, there you go. He just looks like a really cool figure, and he just really looks like a Velociraptor from the movie. So I'm really happy with how he looks. So yeah. So yeah, there you go. And now we'll take a look at Jeff Goldblum, or it's actually Ian Malcolm in this case, up close. And so on the face, you can see that he does have a good likeness to Jeff Goldblum, and I'm really happy with that. I think it looks really good. And he's got a nice skin tone all over on the chest and the arms and the hands. And you can even see his eyes a little bit through his glasses right there. They're kind of translucent-ish. And so it's nice detail that they actually painted them under there. And then looking onto the hair, just kind of got a black plain paint on there. Could have used a wash, but it does look good. Got nice hair detail all in there. Do like that. And then you have his necklace on here, which is just silver and then a little bit of a teal in there. Same on his ring right there, so they match right there. And then you've got his watch, which is black and silver. Looks really good and got nice paint all over, real clean. I would say the paint isn't as clean on the neck right there, on the little sort of seam right there for the plastic. And also right there, it's a little different, but other than that, it looks good. And then also on the clothes, it's pretty much just a plain black all over. It's kind of a shiny paint, but still does look good with all the details. You can even see it's got kind of the buttons right there. You got the little pocket. The cuffs are all rolled up. Ton of wrinkles all over. Just makes it look more realistic. Got the seam right there on the pants too. And then you have the belt. And lastly, down here on the boots, you've got a little silver ring. And then tiny buttons, which I didn't think they'd actually paint, but they did. So that's really nice to have. And so yeah, overall, he just looks really good, and I'm happy with the way he turned out. And now articulation time. So we'll start with the Velociraptor. And so for the head, got right here, goes up and down, turns side to side at this bottom part, and just goes all the way around right there at the bottom of the neck. And then the jaw does open really wide, which I do like that. And then moving down, you've got the arms, which go out that much, and you can twist them all the way around. You've got the elbow right here, goes forward and down that much. Then it has a little swivel right there. You've got the wrist right there, also twists around. And then you have the leg, which goes back and forth that much. Can get it to go out just a little bit, not really that much at all. Then you got the knee, which goes back that much, twists around right there. You've got this other joint right there, goes back that much, forward that much, also swivels a little bit. And then you have the foot, which goes up and back that much. And then also the toe claw, which I'm really happy that they added articulation for that. And then you have the tail, which can go around like this. And then instead of joints all the way around, it's a bendy wire in there. And so I really like that on there. And his articulation is just really good on this figure. So I'm really happy with his articulation. So let's move on. And now I'll go over the articulation for Ian Malcolm. And so for the head, you've got up and down just a little bit, not too much. Then you've got side to side and just slight tilt, not really any at all. And then you've got the shoulders. There is no butterfly joint, but it can go up that much and it can go all the way around. You've got a swivel here at the elbow, and it goes up about 90 degrees right there. And then you've got the wrists, which go back and forth that much, and they do twist all the way around. You've got the torso, which goes forward, not really any that much, goes back just slightly, can go side to side a little bit, and then it does twist right there. You've got the legs, which go forward about 90, back nothing at all, and then out about 90, so you could have them do the splits if you wanted to. And then you've got a thigh swivel right there, got double jointed knees right there, go back that far, and then you've got the ankles or shoes, which go forward just a little bit and go side to side. Really would have liked if it had a little more range with the foot, but overall he does have good articulation. So there you go, and this concludes articulation time. And then here's a little comparison for these figures. And so on the left you have Beef Boss, and on the right you have Batman. And so these are kind of more 7-inch figures, I think. And so they do kind of look pretty good next to the Batman. Maybe they're just a little too small, but they do work all right. And then Beef Boss is probably a little too small. I don't know. You could probably fudge it in there if you wanted to. But there's just a little comparison for these figures. And now I'll show some different poses I like to put these guys into. And so for this first one, you've got the Raptor looking like he's about to attack Ian Malcolm. And then Ian's got his little flares trying to tell him like to stay back or something, kind of in a defensive pose sort of thing. And then the next pose I have him in is where Ian is riding on the Velociraptor, and he's got the flare right there, kind of instead of like a torch or something, and it's like they kind of teamed up sort of thing. So there's that one. And for the last pose, I have the Raptor recreating the Velociraptor meme sort of thing. And then, of course, you gotta have Jeff Goldblum in his classic pose from the movie. And so, yeah, there's just some different poses that I like to put these guys into. Alright, so overall, I'm really happy with these figures and how they turned out. They got tons of nice details all over, especially the Raptor. He's got all his scales and stuff, and then their paint's really good, and they just look really realistic, especially Jeff Goldblum, or Ian Malcolm. He just looks a lot like Jeff Goldblum, and so I'm really happy with that. And so yeah, I don't really have any complaints about these figures. They're just really awesome. And so I guess I'll do the little tease for the next video. So here's the first card right here, right there. And then the next card, right there. So leave down in the comments below what you think the next review will be. And please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.